Hello, this is Brett, and we are going over Lesson 3, your first website, the CSS tutorial. So to get started, we'll just jump right into it. I've got Atom text editor open here. I also have a folder open here on my desktop, Dev Nano, and this is just called Lessons. So I'm going to create a new file here, and this is, I'm going to save it, and we will call it desktop Dev Nano Lessons, and I'll call this lesson 3.html. So with that, I'm going to come in and start my HTML page like I do all HTML pages with a doc type. I'm going to jump in, open my HTML tag, then open my head tag, close my head tag, open up a body, close the body, and then close my HTML tag. And that gives me my basic template for HTML that I'm going to use over and over and over again. So to show my page here, just as a sample, I'm going to do an h1 tag and type in hello world, close my h1 tag, save that, and then you can see my lesson 3 HTML here. I'm going to open that up in a web browser so I can see hello world. So this is just the template HTML. You should know this, be very familiar with this from the previous lessons. But now we want to style this. And that's where cascading style sheets comes in, or CSS. So to do that, what we need to do is create a CSS file first. So I'm going to come in Atom to File, New File, and I will save this as style.css. And I hit Control S there to save, but you can go File, Save as well. So when I save that, you can see style CSS appeared in my folder. And now I have a CSS file. So I have to link these together. So to do that, I'm going to use a link tag. And I'm going to say this is a style sheet. And the href is going to equal style.css. So when I save that, this will make it so we know how to read this style sheet. So the other thing I need to do is put in the type of the style sheet, which is text/CSS. So there we have it. Basic HTML page with a style sheet that's linked. Now if I look at this and I refresh it, not much has changed. And that's because I haven't added anything to my style sheets. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in what is called a Css Selector. And this is signifying that I should select the body element, which is here. And then I'm going to use a curly brace and type in background -color : and then I'm going to give it a hex color, which in the notes below this video or on the website there is a link that describes what hex colors are, but this is just a color code to tell the computer what color to render the background. So if I save that and refresh, you'll see I get this dark background. And so that was there because of this body, which is the whole thing. We set the background color to this 666666 color. So the other element on the page that I could style is my h1 tag. So I'll come in and I'll do the h1 selector, open up the curly braces, and inside of there we will do, we'll just say the color, which is the color of the text, and we'll just say red. And I use that to show you that you can use named colors or you can use hex colors. Hex colors is more commonly used because you can get specific colors. But if I hit save and I refresh, that turns red. So that's the basic lesson. Go through that, make sure you have that working. Play around with this. If you come in here like we've been teaching before, come in and remove that semicolon and refresh and see what happens. Try removing this all together. See what happens. Try playing around with some random color, like it's got to be 6 characters, but okay, probably not a valid color. Let's try that one. So you can see I just get some random color here. Anyway, play around with that. And then also, to learn CSS, you just really need to go to the w3schools.com, go through all of their tutorials. So if I go to w3schools/CSS, I'm going to get a CSS tutorial. There's a lot of stuff in here, but this will take you through all of the different tags that you need to start learning, or the different style attributes. So you can see here, similar to what we did, background color, but they'll get into more things like font family, font sizes, text align, etc. So go through this just like we showed you here, build out each of the CSS examples through all of this, and you'll start to learn what's possible with CSS. So that's it for this lesson. Have a great day.